Hello again. We're out in the camper van again for a couple of days, just after midweek. Just went through a long weekend, and I think on one of my previous recent videos I said I'd do a quick walk around of the camper van, show you what's inside. Nothing too grand at all. It's not brand new. It's new to us this year, but yeah, getting along great with it so far. So yeah, I'll let you have a quick look round. So it's a 2012 Volkswagen T5 Transporter, and I think it was converted at about 4 years old, so in about 2016, and then the owner that had it converted by Leisuredrive near Bolton, he's had it for the rest of its campervan life until we took it on just a couple of months ago now. So it's fairly bog standard. It's only the basic 84 brake horsepower engine, no fancy alloy wheels or anything like that, but the layout really suits us. So I'll take you a quick look round the outside and then show you the layout inside. So it's the Leisuredrive Vivante with a pop-top roof, and it's got barn doors on the back rather than the lift-up door, and that suits us for parking up. You don't have to leave 5 or 6 foot free to clear the rear door. I think this is more convenient for us. And as you can see by the layout, I believe this was probably converted from one of the crew van type base vehicles. So it had a van at the back and 5 seats, and the benefit of that for us is that it opens on both sides. Great for ventilation, but also great for where we live, because when we park the vehicle up, that door is towards where we come out of a front door, so we can load it easier. The Leisuredrive pop top, it's as you can see, side lift, and I think a few people think these aren't the most elegant in the world. You know, some of the more sort of racier types of camper vans have front lift or rear lift roofs, but these are very robust in that they don't have kind of side arms or anything that can bend in a strong breeze. The hinges on the side, as you can see, quite industrial, so not again to everybody's taste, but you know, it's functional and it suits us. And the only other thing of note on the outside is the Fiamma F45 wind out awning, which was fitted when we bought it. It's got 2 forward facing seats with seat belts. They're covered in sleeping bags at the moment, but you can see, and those both slide forward to make up 2 single beds. I'll show you those in a second. And there's a walk-through arrangement right to the back, which again suits us. And a sink with running cold water, and a double burner hob. Pretty standard campervan stuff. And on the other side from the sink and hob, you've got a half-height wardrobe, 2-way Waco fridge, and another little cupboard at the bottom that we use for gadgets. Electric control unit, couple of main sockets if you're on electric hookup, and a cupboard there that we put cosmetic bags and all of that sort of good stuff in. On most Leisuredrive Vivantes, in this area they would have a built-in toilet. On this particular one you've got a good storage space on the top where we store the grey water canister, and we've got a full-size porta potty underneath, and that mix of storage and still having the porta potty works fine for us. You can see the size of the half wardrobe. We just use loose bags for clothing and towels, and there's still space in there for my camera gear and such like. Plenty of storage space for cooking, full-size cutlery drawer, large cupboard for pots and pans and the like, and below that storage for camping gas canister. You can actually fit 2 in there, only got the one at the moment. Another decent size 3 shelf compartment. One's got some space taken up by the where the sink drops down. We can get bits and bats and stuff around there, and then food storage and a little water canister below, and a collapsible washing up pole that we put in there, but still plenty of room for other stuff in there as well. And another little storage rack at the back where we keep cups and loo rolls and kitchen rolls and such like. As you can see, kind of nice walk-through layout. I'll just show you how the beds come down. So the bed's set up, starting with the underbed storage. There's 2 of these large boxes, one either side, and you know, they hold as much as you would normally find under a rock and roll bed. It's huge, you know, so we put boots and a few bits and pieces of other bedding and stuff under there, but they are massive. And then the beds, the back of the seats just slides down, and you lift the base, pull the metal frame forward, very simple mechanism. The bed drops down, and then as you can see, the base of the driver's seat and passenger seat are where your legs go. You can adjust that a bit more level with the height adjuster of the seat. Now, some people say these beds are uncomfortable, but I think it's something that you just have to try for yourself. Lengthwise, because these are the standard VW driver and passenger seat, they're quite limited on length, but because we're both quite short, Maria fits fine on the one behind the driver's seat, which is a little bit shorter because of the steering wheel, and I'm fine on the one on this side. As to whether they're comfortable, the cushions are really well upholstered, and I think it probably just is a personal thing as to where your kind of your hip joints and shoulders fit in relation to the gaps between the cushions, but it certainly works for us, and they're really comfortable. On other Leisuredrive Vivantes, Leisuredrive actually take out the Volkswagen seats and replace them with custom seats, and the back of that seat then drops down, makes a longer bed because your feet can fit right in under the steering wheel, and I don't think they're as comfortable for driving by all accounts, but for sleeping on it gives you a longer space. But you know, this works just fine for us too. And lastly, I've just dropped the table in there so you can see you can easily sit 4 around that quite comfortably. So for the 2 of us, it's just fine. One other thing on the interior, we fitted We had this done as an extra before we picked it up. A diesel heater. So that's the thermostat. It's dead easy. You can hit one button to just have it as a fan, and the other button just starts off the heating process. It just takes a little dribble of diesel from the main vehicle tank and just blows warm air out of the base there. The diesel heater situated under the passenger seat. So there you have it. Quick tour of Dennis the van.